Hi, I'm Andrea. I'm a set builder in the film industry. Today we are going to talk about how to use acrylic markers on various surfaces that we can find in our environment, like wax, rubber and leather. We are going to show you some creative ways to use different materials such as a homemade wax candle, funky decorated rubber balloons, and a Schneider Maker set holder using leather. Other surfaces and inspirations can be found on our website and YouTube channel. The links are in the description. As always, if you like our video, make sure to hit the like button and follow us for other tips and tricks. Our first custom-made item is an acrylic marker holder. It can be a handy item if you want to take your lovely marker set with you in a tidy and stylish fashion. Leather is a material that originates from the hides of various animals. You can get synthetic leather too, which tends to share more traits with plastic. If you want to know more on that topic, check out our video on working with plastic surfaces. The texture of leather can be vastly different depending on what animal it originates from and how it's prepared. This will affect the decorating surface and the drying time of your paint. For instance, if you use regular leather, the colors of your marker will be a lot more vibrant. But if you use the same color on suede, it may be a bit more dull, but you have a lower drying time. For this I have a rectangular piece of leather. Now I'm going to pre-mark the lines with a fine liner. First, I will use the thin tip marker to draw a simple board game pattern. So when I remove the markers, I can even play a game with a friend. Now I'm going to make incisions on the material. I keep cutting the leather as such to fit all 12 of my markers. At one short end of the leather piece, I'm going to make two short cuts parallel to each other, so I can put a leather string on to hold the rolled up case. The average drying time on a leather surface is about 4 minutes. Wax is a vastly used material due to its sealing properties. However, it melts at over 40 degrees Celsius or 104 degrees Fahrenheit. It has a bit of a sticky surface, which can also be matte, rough or even shiny. Wax is used in several industries, from art to the food industry and even cosmetics. The most familiar item is probably the candle, which can be made of paraffin, beeswax or even soy. I'm going to give you a great idea on how to make your own candle without too much hassle. You can purchase wax chips or wax bits in craft stores, or you can melt down your leftover candle bits, but in this case you want to make sure they are the same material. For my candle, I will be using paraffin blocks, candle strings and some citrus as a mold. First, I'm going to remove the flesh of the fruit and place the wax-curated candle string inside. Since it has a small metal base, the string will not move away. I'm going to place a marker across the top of the fruit to hold the string in place. Once that's done, I'm going to put in the wax pieces and even add some candle scent in a glass jar. To prevent the jar from cracking or overheating, simply place it into a pot of water and start heating it up gently. When it's all melted, I use a spatula to stir it a few times, and after that, it's ready to pour. We want to wait at least half an hour for the wax to set. Now I'm gonna start decorating my homemade candle. If your item is smooth, you can draw some more complicated patterns. If it's matte and bumpy, then instead of precise figures, try playing with colors and abstract patterns. Drying time is about 2 minutes. Next up, I will be using rubber balloons to create fun patterns and faces. The surface of the rubber balloon is mostly slippery and curved, so be mindful when choosing the pattern, as the paint of the marker may drip. If this happens, you can simply wipe the excess paint with a damp paper towel to fix the problem. In general, the drying time on rubber surfaces can be over 4 minutes, so if you are in a hurry, you can always use a hairdryer from at least a foot away to avoid damaging the rubber. Since rubber is a flexible surface, its elasticity can affect the outcome of your art, so keep the final form of your piece in mind when decorating. I'm creating different patterns to provide you with some ideas. To create a marble effect, I'm using the thick tip markers and painting a few lines on the surface of balloons. Before they dry, I rub them together, like I'm using them as stems. Almost any color looks awesome on balloons, and any thickness can be applied. Schneider markers have great coverage, so you can use the light colors on the top of the dark ones. Keep in mind, most of the balloons are semi-transparent, so you might be able to see the strokes too. If you want to merge colors, you can easily do it on rubber surfaces. That's all we have time for today. For more inspiration regarding decorating various materials, you can visit our website. If you like our video, make sure to hit the like button and follow us on YouTube and on our social media channels.